license number is FL4467. It will cross the frontier about noon tomorrow. Yes. In the back of the car, you'll find something that will interest the police.
Harry, wake up. It's Anna.
Hello, Anna.
Harry, stop, listen. Anton's called the police.
Huh?
I heard him on the telephone. He described your car. He gave the police the license number. Be careful, Harry.
What is the matter with that creep husband of yours? Willie paid him off, didn't he? All Willie asked was that he keep his mouth shut while we move the stuff across.
He must have found out about us.
He give the police my name?
No, he didn't give any names. He doesn't want the police coming here.
Doesn't he know they can trace the call?
Everybody uses the telephone in the shop when the post office is closed.
This is a nice mask.
Harry, he said tomorrow. Why not cross over tonight? Tonight they won't expect you.
They'll be watching the frontier now.
The train?
Don't be stupid, a box that size.
We'll hire a car.
Yes, why not buy an airplane? Shut up and let me think. This load was the last of the new stuff. And if Willie doesn't get it by tomorrow, that consignment will go minus one case. And that means less cash. Willie won't like that. Not Willie. There's only two things in this world that Willie cares about. That castle and money.
You'll find a way, Harry.
I better. It was safe, see? Nice and safe. And now that creep husband of yours has blown it.
Very baroquish. It must be gilt.
Tourists. You better get downstairs.
Yes, darling, I know it does smell a bit, but we're next to a butcher shop. That ensures we'll have good meat. Oh, there you are. We'd like a room for the night.
Up here. In here.
It'll do nicely, thank you. Very picturesque. Where's the...
Down the hall.
Oh. Do we have to wash in this?
What?
Do we have to wash in this basin?
That's it.
Oh, boy. It's like pioneering. But I've got to have hot water. Woo-hoo! Hello? Hello down there.
Wait a minute, I'll go down and stoke the boilers or something.
Oh, I hate it when people don't answer. Hello?
May I help you?
Oh, well, I wanted some hot water, but there doesn't seem to be anybody.
Anna's probably busy in the kitchen. 2 jugs be enough?
Oh, thank you very much. You sound like an American.
Well, that's funny, isn't it? Maybe that's because I am an American.
Oh, that's nice. Darling, I'm going down to register.
I better shave.
Why? It's not a holiday.
I just thought I'd clean up a bit.
You're doing it for the girl. Forget it. You're not her kind.
No? I'm gonna be.
Why?
Because there's a chance. It's a slim one, but a chance.
For what?
Maybe I can get him to help with the stuff now that Anton's thrown a block into everything.
Crazy.
Well, not the girl, and maybe the other one. Put up a good dinner tonight, would you, honey? For a change?
What about Anton?
Take care of Anton later.
What's the matter with you? Lost love. Go ahead. Cry about it. Drama fixation. You ought to go on the stage. Come in.
Hello. I brought you some hot water.
Thank you.
When are you leaving? Tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, not many Americans come here. There's just the church in the mountains. I guess that's what you'll do, see the church and leave, huh?
Probably.
Oh, I'm Harry Miller. See you later.
Well, if you're not a tourist, where do you live?
In Vienna. I travel for a Viennese firm and I always stay here when I'm in the district. First came here when I get out of the army. It's a kind of a dump, but, I like a nice, quiet place.
Yes, I like quiet, but I like a bath, too. Maybe next time we can find a place that's picturesque and has plumbing, too.
Austria's all right if you like strudel, but Italy. Now, that's where I want to live. You take a little town like Alla Rosa.
Like what?
Alla Rosa. It's the most beautiful place in Italy, just across the border.
We've never been there.
Oh, I always go back, but I can't get there often enough. I can stay for days in a place like that. Good food, interesting architecture, cowbells. Oh, you'd like it. It's okay.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Maybe we'll go there. What do you say, dear? Joe, darling, wake up. Mr. Miller was just saying that we ought to go to a little town in Italy called Alla Rosa. What do you think?
If you want to. I think I'll go to bed. Thank you for dinner, Mr. Miller. Sorry to have been such a poop, darling.
Sleep well, Joe. Poor dear, she's had such a rough time. Unhappy love affair. That's really why we came to Europe. But she'll get over it. We all do, don't we, Mr. Miller?
Just take it easy. That's my motto.
Yes, I guess that's the wisest thing. Maybe we'll take your suggestion and go to Alla Rosa.
When would you be leaving, Miss Hudson?
Well, in the morning, after we see the church.
Fine. I'll call ahead and get your reservation. They all know me down there.
Oh, thank you very much.
Say, Mrs. Hudson, if you're driving down to Alla Rosa... Oh, no, I couldn't ask you to do that for me.
Do what?
Oh, I just had a crazy idea.
I adore crazy ideas.
How about a cordial?
That would be nice.
Well, I've got a certain article I want to get down to Alla Rosa.
What kind of an article?
It's a statue. A holy statue of St. Florian.
Is that the saint with the watering can?
That's him. This statue, it's very old. It's a relic. Down in Alla Rosa, the people think that the luck of their town depends on having this statue standing in the church.
Well, what are you doing with it?
Well, that's the story, Mrs. Hudson. See, a few years ago, St. Florian was stolen out of that church. And I promised a friend of mine, his name's Willie, he's a kind of a caretaker in a big old castle down there, that I would do a little detective work and see if I couldn't find St. Florian. Well, last week, I found the old boy. Cost me 500 shillings.
Do you have St. Florian here with you now?
Yeah, he's all packed. Oh, it'll be a big day when old Willie sees him arrive. I was all set to drive down to Alla Rosa myself, but this morning, out on the road, my car broke down.
Oh, so you want us to take St. Florian with us?
Well, yes, but the only reason I even thought of asking you to do that was because, well, you see, Sunday is their big feast day, the Harvest Festival. Every year they carry St. Florian around through the streets and he blesses the apple trees. And I was kind of hoping I'd have him back in time for the festival.
Could I see St. Florian?
Well, sure, but, like I said, he's all packed and crated. I could get the local carpenter to repack him, but he's on a job right now. If you could wait till tomorrow afternoon.
That's all right. Your friend Willie will show him to us.
Why, sure. I'll write him a letter. Oh, there is one thing, Mrs. Hudson, I think you ought to know. I was going to do something illegal.
Uh-huh.
You see, there's a law in Austria that says that you can't take antiques out of the country without a government permit. And, well, I didn't have time to get one, so if you take St. Florian in, you'll have to smuggle him across the border.
But, Mr. Miller, I don't call smuggling illegal. Of course, it is on a large scale. These fools smuggle in thousands of Swiss watches and those degrading drugs. But I think ordinary people like us that just bring in little things have a right to. If you take all the trouble to come to Europe and then pay enormous duties on a little bottle of perfume or a few yards of silk. Men are so squeamish. Women have a much saner view. Don't worry. We'll smuggle your St. Florian in.
Oh, heavy.
Oh, shut up. I want to get it stowed away before they get back from the church.
Oh, it just fits. That's a lucky sign, isn't it, Mr. Miller?
What's in that thing?
Contraband, darling. We're smuggling into Italy. It's for a friend of Mr. Miller.
How'd you like the church?
Oh, it was wonderful. Very impressive, don't you think, Joe?
You did say contraband, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. And, Mr. Miller, could you get our other 2 bags? We've paid our bill.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like that man.
I think you made that quite clear, dear.
What's in the box?
A statue. There's a wonderful story that goes along with it. I'm just doing it for a good cause, Joe.
What about that trip when you smuggled in 8 watches from Switzerland? Was that in a good cause?
That was fun, wasn't it? Nobody ever suspects me of anything. Thank you very much for your hospitality. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All set?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Miller.
For Willie.
Oh, fine. Don't worry. We'll see that your St. Florian gets there safely.
You don't know how grateful I am, Mrs. Hudson.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, Anton.
Pretty smart, huh? Those fools took it for you.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I saw you and Nonna take that stuff into the car. What if I called the police?
You called him once, you creep.
I did not.
Suppose I told Willie.
Well, it doesn't frighten me.
You call the police again, you know what'll happen? They'll pick up those 2 women and will send the police right back here. And then your goose is cooked too, creep. Do you understand that?
You think I do nothing while you and Anna...
I'm all shook up, little man.
Where you going? Stay away from Anna. She's my wife, you understand? She's all finished with you, so pack up and get out.
When I'm good and ready, chum.
Do you mean to tell me that you're going to smuggle that box through the Austrian customs without even taking a look inside of it?
But, darling, I already know what's inside it. It's the statue of St. Florian, I told you.
Or drugs?
Oh, no. People always smuggle drugs in the heel of their shoe.
What have you been saying to Anton?
Nothing. The creep thinks he can tell me what to do. I told him where to get off.
Harry, you crazy! No.
Well, at least take a look at that letter that he gave you.
Joe, we don't open other people's letters. We trust them. Besides, Mr. Miller's friend would see it was open. Look out!
Anna! Help me, Anna! My God!
No, Anton, no!
What are you going to do? I'm going to butcher a pig.
Harry.
Support, sir, please. Where you are going?
Alla Rosa.
Alla Rosa. And how long are you staying?
Oh, Joe, I feel very faint.
Hey, is something wrong, Signora?
Yes, I shouldn't be up in the mountains, even if it is the Italian mountains. Could you get me a glass of water?
Oh, sure, Signora. One moment.
When he comes back, tell him we have to leave in a hurry, otherwise I'm going to be very sick. Much better now. Oh, crime is so stimulating.
I was scared to death till we got through.
Oh, Joe, you're much too timid about petty officials. They're just white-collar people. Where did the man say Alla Rosa was?
Southwest.
Oh. Well, here we come with Mr. Miller's saint. Joe, ask him to send somebody out to get the bag. Oh, the brakes! Oh, dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you hurt?
No, it's nothing, madame.
Oh, but it was so careless of me. I might have killed you. Let's have a brandy to sort of ward off the shock.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I almost ran over my husband once. He won't ride with me. Of course, he'd be perfectly safe in the car. You're sure you're all right?
Yes, I assure you, madame, I'm completely all right, really.
Oh. But we were supposed to have a reservation, and Mr. Harry Miller made the phone call.
I'm sorry, Signorina, but no call from Mr. Miller.
Don't you have any rooms for the night?
No, Signorina. All the rooms are taken. You might try Sula.
Well, could you make the phone call, please?
Of course, Signorina.
Waiter, we'd like a cognac and a Campari, prego.
Sì, signora, subito.
I'm Mrs. Hudson.
Antoine Seguin.
Oh, delighted.
Enchanté.
You're French, aren't you?
Yes.
You know, you could be Italian by looks, but you're not nearly excitable enough.
And madame is American beyond question.
You on vacation, Monsieur Saray?
Yes, hélas.
Oh, why do you say that? Alla Rosa's charming.
But it's boring.
You seem to me like the sort of young man that would be interested in whoever he happened to be with.
That is my job.
Were you a psychologist or a politician?
No, I am a...
Oh, Joe. Oh, Monsieur Saray, this is my stepdaughter, Josephine.
Enchanté.
I bumped into Monsieur Saray with a station wagon.
I'm sorry. Are you all right?
There's nothing, mademoiselle. Would you care to have a drink with us?
No. No, thank you. There isn't a room left in town.
Didn't Mr. Miller make reservations for us?
No. I asked the clerk to telephone, and he said we ought to go to Sulla, down the mountain.
But Mr. Miller said nobody ever came here.
He's probably just wanted to be sure that we took his precious box.
Well, I don't think that was very nice of him. We have to deliver this box to the castle, to a Herr... What was that man's name?
Rabin.
Yeah, Herr Rabin. I think we better get started, darling. I don't want to spend the night in the car. Oh, we won't have time for those. But, Monsieur Saray, you have your brandy. Joe, would you pay for it, please?
Oh, please, allow me.
Oh, no, I'm treating you.
Well, really, it's my pleasure.
Tell me, which is the way to the castle?
The road on the left goes to the castle.
Oh, fine. I'll drive, Joe. I have so much more self-confidence than she has.
True. Shall we be seeing you again?
Yes, I shall be here one more week.
Monsieur Surrey. I'm so glad I bumped into you.
So am I, madame. Au revoir.
Au revoir. He's a very intelligent man.
Souped up with sex.
Oh, are you sure?
Seething with it.
Oh, I must be getting old.
Metabolism. Yours just functions for Daddy.
Oh, I never thought of that. How single-minded of me.
Let's ask him to lunch.
Joe, I thought you were supposed to be suffering from a broken heart.
I am. But I think it's mending.
I wish we could stay here.
I wonder how we get into this place.
Ring the bell.
Here's the row. I wonder what it's attached to. Shall I try it?
Why not? What have we got to lose?
No one's home. What do we do now?
Well, ring the bell again, darling. We've got to leave this box here. How do you do?
Sorry, no visitors.
Well, we're looking for a Herr Raven.
I'm Willie Raven.
Oh, how do you do, Herr Raven? We met your friend, Mr. Miller, in Gilch.
Harry?
Yes, and he asked us to bring...
What happened to Harry?
Well, if you just listen, I'll tell you. His car broke down, and so we brought the contraband. It's right there in the car. And everything is all right. The custom man didn't even question us. And here's a letter that will explain everything.
My spectacles.
It's useless. I can't read without my spectacles. Well, if you're friends of Harry's, you are very welcome. I opened the gate, you can drive right in.
You drive, darling. A marvelous old castle. Does it have a secret room?
A what, madame?
Does it have a secret room? These old castles always do, you know.
Not this one, madame. Pierrot!
Harry's stuff is in the car. Help me take it out.
I hope we got here in time, Herr Raven.
In time for what?
The procession.
Ah, yes. Procession.
Look at the sweet little well. Water is so hypnotic, don't you think, Joe? It's really the only reason for the ocean. It's pretty dull otherwise. I wonder if they'd lend me a hammer.
A hammer?
Yeah, you know, to tap the walls. I'm sure there's a secret room here someplace.
I was hoping to show you ladies my thanks by offering you a glass of our native wine.
But it is late, and the road is dangerous after dark.
Are you staying at the Albergo della Rosa?
No, they didn't have any rooms. I don't know where we're going to spend the night.
Try Sula down the mountain. There are always rooms available there.
Darling,
Yes, Joe?
take a look. I have some tools if you'll help me change the tire.
But of course,
The spare is flat, too.
But when did...
I'm absolutely sure. I looked this morning.
I'm afraid you have to spend the night here then. I'll have the tire fixed by the morning.
That's very sweet of you. We'll be delighted. But we'll need these bags. Isn't it terrible the way these things happen? Oh, Joe, isn't this stunning?
This way, please.
Such a comfortable castle. My, it must take a big staff to run this.
Just the two of us. We manage.
What about the crate, Herr Raven? Mr. Miller promised you'd show us what's inside.
But, darling, we know what's in the crate.
Harry promised.
Besides, a little smuggling never hurt anyone as long as it's in a good cause. Don't you think I'm right, Mr. Herr Raven?
Naturally, madame. For a good cause. I hope you'll be comfortable here.
Oh, it's charming.
Very, very quiet. Count's mother used to love this room. Dinner is at 7:30. Nothing elaborate, but I think you enjoy it. The bath is here.
Well, at least we won't have to go down the hall.
Why are they here?
Shut up. Where are my spectacles? I gotta read Harry's letter before Jean comes here for the stuff tonight.
Spectacles?
Find them, you fool. Harry got us in a mess.
I put them away.
In the orchard under the tree where I found you.
Trouble with Anton. Got these ladies to bring consignment. I told them St. Florian is in the box. I'm gonna fix Anton. Be with you in a few days. All the best, pal. And don't forget, Harry never lets you down.
Get supper ready. That, madame, is the Count della Rosa.
Oh.
The original hangs in the Count's villa at Amalfi.
This one is quite original enough.
And there, madame, the family coat of arms.
That's odd.
What, madame?
There's quite a resemblance between the Count and Herr Raven, don't you think, Joe?
We are related. If you ladies will follow me, you will see the chapel.
Oh, yes, that's a must. The chapel just rounds out the castle. You're quite a guide, Herr Raven.
I know every corner.
Are you religious?
I pray.
What for?
Assistance.
Oh, really? And are your prayers always answered?
We have an understanding, he and I.
This is very old, isn't it?
What?
Is this statue as old as St. Florian?
St. Florian? Oh, yes, about the same age.
I just adore old things. Herr Raven, what is the procession supposed to represent?
Procession?
Where they carry St. Florian through the streets. What does that signify?
Rain.
Rain?
Yes, we pray to St. Florian for rain.
Oh, that's odd. Mr. Miller said it was to bless the apple trees.
Oh, after it rains, then we bless the apple trees.
Oh. You're a very unusual man.
Why do you say that?
It just seems to me that you have everything in the world you want.
Not yet. Not yet.
I suppose nobody has everything they want. Well, this has been very delightful, but I'm afraid I have to get to bed. Joe?
I'm over here.
Oh. Good night.
Good night. Fools and self-seekers, I may be in some trouble. Grant that I may have no further cause to fear, to have my plans interfered with. And remember, O Lord, the castle must be mine. You promised me that. From mischief and disaster, deliver me. Amen. Gero. Put St. Florian with these. John will be here by midnight for the rest of the stuff. See who he is. Don't let him in. Gero, don't let them in.
It's Harry.
So I see.
Harry's hurt. I had to bring him here.
Why?
Anton cut him. He was all right until he started to bleed again. He needs a doctor.
Why bring him here?
He works for you, doesn't he? You'll fix him, won't you?
Yes, I'll fix him.
We have to get him into a bed. Harry, you'll be all right. We're at Willie's now.
Get up. Let me lift him up. Get him into the gatehouse. Up. Pick up.
Be careful. Oh, you killed him!
Get him up. Shoot it.
He's bleeding again. He'll die if he doesn't have a doctor.
Shut up and lift him off me.
But, darling, there must be a secret room.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Big guy.
Hold him while I get his coat off. All right, dear. It's all right. It's okay. Come on. Just lie down slow. Slow. I've got to watch your shoulder. That's all right. I'll need some bandages.
Why did Anton cut him?
Oh, Harry and I... Anton found out.
Why did they take him to a hospital?
He works for you.
That doesn't mean I have to nurse him when he gets cut fooling around with somebody else's wife.
Shh. Lie still. You better get a doctor. I know enough about you to run your business. That won't help you. Get me something to tie up Harry's wound. It won't do you no good if he dies here.
Who was it? At the gate, you imbecile.
The gate? Peppy.
Pepe, what do you want?
John isn't coming.
Coming? Pepe, say why? Pepe, say when John is coming? Think!
Thursday?
Yes.
Friday?
Forget it. Go to the shop and put the firewood back on the crates. They must be covered by the morning now that John is not coming.
Is the doctor coming?
I'll get him in the morning.
Suppose it's too late. In the morning. I'll take him myself. Now.
You're staying here tonight.
If anything happens to Harry, you know what I'll do.
Listen to me, you Corinthian sow. You're fooling around with Harry started this mess. If you try anything, I can make you look worse than Harry does now. Do you understand?
If you get the doctor, I won't make any trouble.
Stop bleeding. You'll be all right. Don't leave the room. 2 women Harry sent with the stuff are in the castle. I don't want them to see you.
Those women here?
I'll take care of them in the morning. Just stay here and keep quiet. Put our cart away. The blood of the courtyard. Then you may go to sleep.
Will he die?
Wish he and that pig had died before they got here. Right now, Piero, listen to me carefully. I'm going to Alla Rosa. You stay here, you don't leave the castle while I'm gone. You understand? Now, say after me. I must keep Anna quiet.
I must keep Anna quiet.
And I must not be allowed to see the foreigners.
Anna must not be allowed to see the foreigners.
I must not speak to anyone except to Anna.
I must not speak to anyone except to Anna.
You remember all this?
When are we gonna pick apples?
We're not going to pick apples. We'll harvest the rest of the apples tomorrow. But we need boxes to pack the apples in. You can make those. Now repeat everything I said.
Don't leave. Anna, no noise. Anna must not see the foreigners. I must not talk to anyone except to Anna.
You know what could happen if anything goes wrong, huh? I'll kick you out. Put you back in the orchard where I found you. You'll be wet and hungry and cold. Understand?
Well, Herr Raymond, so you want to buy the Castle Alla Rosa?
Not I, Signor Faggio. A friend.
Ah, yes, excuse me, friend. And, is he rich?
Comfortable.
What is his background?
He's connected to the aristocracy.
Hmm. And he wants to buy a castle, huh?
Yes, Signor Faggio. A castle. But not any castle. My friend wants to buy Alla Rosa. No other.
Why?
My friend was poor and ignored. He swore one day he'd be rich and own a castle. He saved his money. He wants the castle now. Nobody will ever ignore him again.
Well, Herr Raymond,
I am sure the Count will sell sooner or later. I say that as his lawyer. He would have sold it before had not the young Count and Contessa wished to use Alla Rosa for the winter sports.
Sports?
Yes. I do not know what your friend was thinking of offering, but Alla Rosa is an exceptional property.
My friend wants to buy, but he's not a man to pay fancy prices.
Well, how much is he prepared to offer?
45 million lira. Naturally, when my friend asked me to act for him, it was understood that there might be certain additional expenses.
If you will excuse me for a moment, Herr Raven, I must have a word with the client who is waiting.
Well,
You will buy.
how much?
He offered 45. Let him sweat for a while. He will come up.
Who is he?
The caretaker.
Since when can caretakers afford to buy castles?
If the caretaker happens to be the Count's illegitimate son, and if he took care of the castle the way I took care of the Count's books, he can afford it.
Alfredo,
Yes, my love.
my buff.
What a one does for a woman.
Are you complaining?
I never complain, my love. When I am tempted, I fall. I will let him cook a little longer. We are going for a long journey, my angel.
Where?
Far away. I have decided to abandon my career and begin again in a new country.
Why?
Because of my love, I have two unfortunate passions. You and the gambling. But do not fret, my love. I have no intention of beginning a new life without a nice financial cushion. Herr Raven, that fat gentleman outside, will provide that cushion.
Where are we going?
Mexico!
Mexico?
On the SS Acapulco Star, sailing from Genoa tomorrow.
Well, I shall have to pack.
Quickly, my love, quickly.
What shall I wear on the boat?
Enough for my dear not to be arrested. Well, Herr Raven, I think, in fact, I am sure I will be able to help your friend. Good. However, I am afraid the Count will refuse to accept anything less than 60 million in cash.
47 million in cash.
58 and expenses.
My friend has put 50 million at my disposal.
Where?
Banco Santo Spirito in Alla Rosa.
55.
50 million, inclusive. Or else the deal is off.
I see, Herr Raven, I will have to let you in on a little secret. The Count, just between us, you understand, has become involved in a small difficulty.
The woman?
Worse, income tax. That is why I have to accept your friend's offer, impossibly low though it is. But I must have the money today.
Today?
With the tax people. There's no tomorrow.
What about the title deed?
Scusi. Here.
And the signature?
I have at the Count's power of attorney.
You will. I'm the buyer.
So I thought. It is now 12:30. The bank is closed, so will you be so kind as to telephone the manager and inform him that I will be calling at the Banco de Santo Spirito at 3 o'clock this afternoon so that he may have my money ready. Meanwhile, you can look at the documents.
More coffee?
Thank you. I'm so happy I ran into you, Mrs. Ray.
Well, that's lucky for me. Isn't Mrs. Hudson with you?
No, she's at the castle. We had a flat tire last night and had to stay the night. I had to walk down. Mr. Saray, something funny happened last night.
Funny?
Well, while we were in Austria, in this little town called Gilch, we met somebody called Miller.
Waiter, another cup, please.
Si, signor.
Pepe? Willie? What happened to Jean last night? Suppose the police search his house. He's got half the consignment buried there.
You're lucky. If you had been discovered smuggling this statue, it could have been unpleasant for you.
But you won't tell anyone.
I am most discreet.
What about last night? I could have sworn that I saw that Miller man and the woman from Gilch in the courtyard. Then I couldn't have been.
No, I saw you.
I don't think so. I'm not mad, am I? I don't feel so creepy about nothing, do I?
Sometimes the best thing to follow is one's instinct.
Really? Then you do think something is wrong, don't you?
Excuse me, I must go and buy some cigarettes. Give me a package of cigarettes, please, Monique's.
Si, signore.
Operator, give me Inspector Brunelli, please.
All right, he didn't talk. There's no guarantee that he won't. Get the stuff for the castle by tonight. I'll call you.
Are you married?
No.
Why? Do you think marriage has a soggy effect on one's character?
No, mademoiselle, I'm not married because...
Commissaire. Commissaire Siré. Ah, signorina.
Signorina Hudson, this is Inspector Brunelli.
Inspector Cesare Brunelli, signorina. I see the commissaire is enjoying his holiday. I think it's a brilliant piece of detective work to find such a charming companion in this dull little village. But then the Sûreté never sleeps, does it, my friend?
The Sûreté. Oh, dear.
Commissaire Siré is a celebrated policeman. Ah, signorina, you'll have a drink with me, no?
No, thank you. I must go. Really. Goodbye. And I hope. Well, I mean... Oh, dear, a cop.
She doesn't like the police?
Evidently.
Why? She's beautiful. You should have persuaded her to stay.
She was afraid.
Afraid? Ha ha! Surely not of me, huh?
She and her stepmother smuggled something across the Austrian frontier.
My friend. A few little watches, a little perfume.
Not perfume, a statue.
A statue?
Of St. Florian. A man named Miller in Gilch persuaded them to deliver it for him.
Where to?
To the castle. Only, I don't think there is a holy relic in that box, Brunelli.
What do you suggest?
Arms,
Arms?
en route to Yugoslavia through Ala Rosa.
My poor friend. Do you know how difficult it is to transport arms over the mountains?
I didn't say over the mountains.
How, then?
By sea.
Sea?
The Gulf of Trieste. Why should this man Miller risk sending any sort of contraband with these two women? Unless he has to meet a schedule. A sea run.
See there? If you are right, I'll make a coup. I will call Interpol in Roma. They will have reports all over the frontier. I will call you at the hotel.
What's happened to the doctor? Why isn't he here? Maybe Harry will drink some wine. Harry? Here, drink a little wine. Oh, please. Just a little, Harry. It's no use.
Anna?
What a mess. I have to wash. I don't like leaving Harry alone. He's still weak. I sit with him and see that he doesn't fall out of bed. You're not too half-witted to do that, are you? I won't be long.
Willie's mad at me. Patty, why did you have to come here? Willie said that you and Anna should die. Willie, he hit me, and Willie is my friend. Willie doesn't want you here. Harry. Sleep under the apple tree. I'll be cold and wet, and I'll be hungry. Harry?
Is he all right?
He's dead. They'll hear you.
Listen to me. Listen to me. It's Anna. Harry, please sit down. Come on. Harry, please. Harry, please, Harry.
Anna, you must be quiet.
Harry, no. Please, Harry.
Why did you have to come here?
Piero. 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 Get up! Get up! What's wrong? What's happened? Tell me!
Anna bad.
Anna, slob. I'll fix her. Come on, let's... Did this? But why, Bill? Why? You killed him for me. Stop crying. It's my fault. can bury them on the grounds. Your young talks, they search the castle. We must get rid of them. And hide the stuff. But how? How? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Show me a sign. Tell me what to do.
Oh, Joe, I thought you'd never come.
Do you know what that sex pot is?
Something awful has happened.
A cop. Fuzz. A French flat.
Who's a cop?
Saray. And I told him how we smuggled St. Florian in.
Oh, darling, there's nothing to worry about.
Isn't there? We'll probably get 10 years at hard labor.
Oh, nonsense. Hard labor? Your father never let you go to jail.
What are you so upset about?
Well, I was downstairs looking for a secret room. Herr Raven says there isn't any, but you know I have a feeling for these things. And so I was tapping on the wall.
And?
And it fell down.
What fell?
The coat of arms. Herr Raven's going to be very annoyed.
Don't tell him. We'll leave, and you can send him some money, and he'll glue it back together again later.
But, darling, that wouldn't be honest.
Honest? In this smuggler's den? I'm packing.
Is the car all fixed?
Yes, the tire's on. I saw it in the courtyard.
Oh, well, all right. But I'm going to tell Herr Raven about that coat of arms first. Oh, Herr Raven, I'm afraid I have bad news for you. There's been an accident.
What do you mean, an accident?
Well, that coat of arms over there, it fell down.
Fell down?
Well, no, not exactly. I was tapping around here because I was sure that there was a secret room, and it just fell down. I feel terrible about it. I'm perfectly willing to pay damages.
Oh, it's of no importance, Senora. You mustn't think of paying for it.
But I insist.
No, dear lady.
Oh, but I want to do something. I feel so awful about it.
There is something you can do for me.
What?
Are you going north or south when you leave here?
We're going south.
You can do me a tremendous favor. There are 2 boxes of apples I must send to a friend in Naples. Would you be so kind as to put them on a train in Trento?
We'd be glad to, wouldn't we, Joe?
They're not very large.
Darling.
But I've got to repay his kindness to us.
It is late. You must be hungry. I wouldn't allow you to drive without having lunch. A little melon prosciutto, some fruit.
We're not hungry. Come along, darling. We've got to
I
get going.
insist. While you're having your lunch, I'll box the apples.
Well, come to think of it, I am a little hungry now. I was so busy looking for the secret room, I forgot breakfast.
This way, dear ladies.
A coup, my friend.
A coup.
Did you get Interpol?
Yes. Now, listen to this.
On the 1600 hours on Monday, the Austrian police at Cillian had a telephone call.
Anonymous. They were informed
A black car, license FL 4467.
was crossing the frontier on Tuesday.
Yesterday.
Exactly.
Was the call traced?
Yes, from Gilch.
Perfect. It was in Gilch that Mrs. Hudson took over the box from Miller, and it was on Tuesday that they crossed the frontier.
Really, Joe, I don't understand you. First you say St. Florian isn't St. Florian. And then you get panicky because you think that handsome Monsieur Saray is going to arrest us. And now you don't want to take some harmless little apples to the train. Really, I think you're getting hysterical. Are you getting tight?
A cop.
I better drive.
Can you beat that? I've got no luck. A cop. First man I meet turns out to be a cop.
The car is ready, my dear ladies.
Oh, yes, of course. take us to get to Trento, Herr Raven?
Oh, about an hour and a half.
Oh, lucky for us that we have a station wagon.
Well, thank you for everything. It's just been lovely. And don't worry, we'll see that your apples are shipped.
I'm most grateful to you, my dear lady.
Goodbye.
Ah, Sire, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
No.
I have some interesting news for you. 3 nights ago, a fisherman was picked up with his boat by the Coast Guards in the Gulf of Trieste. His engine failed, and a cutter towed him in.
Smuggling.
No, cheap stuff, nothing of importance.
I see.
But they searched this cottage, and under the floorboards, they found 1,000,000 lire and 3 wooden boxes containing...
Arms.
Nah,
No.
no.
Let's have a Cicano. To Cicano, please.
Si, signor.
Pieces of metal, so big, very light, and a very special alloy. Metal for aircraft. How would you say it, Sire? Turbo...
Turbine blades for jet engines?
Exactly.
To a Cinzano. Grazie.
Of course, we have not established any connection between this fisherman and the castle. But a coup is a coup, my friend.
And the next move?
Go to the castle and question the Americans. Don't worry. I shall be diplomat.
But if you find nothing at the castle?
I shall find something, Sire. I feel it here. The boxes. Faggio!
Inspectore Brunel.
Delighted to see you, my dear Faggio.
I was just going to the bank.
A crime has been committed. A crime. I will explain later. Quick, go south.
You take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Trento before you. Da la 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 dee da dee dee da da dee 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 da 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 dee.
Faster.
But I am going as fast as I can, Inspectore. What is this all about?
In that station wagon, Faggio, there's something of great importance. It must be intercepted.
How do you know?
I have a nose, my friend.
Contraband?
Of colossal value.
Are you sure?
My nose is never wrong.
Well, what is it?
I cannot tell. Even you. But it is stupendo.
Ah, stupendo, eh?
See. Faster.
See.
Faster. Pull it to the side. Pull over. Force them over.
They're crazy.
Maybe you better move over.
Pull over there. Your name, Senora.
How dare you? Darling, don't. He's a friend of Antoine's, same profession.
We're perfectly innocent tourists.
Please, Senora, this is your car?
Yes.
Then you have to come with me
Where?
to the police headquarters.
Stupendo, eh?
Fangio, do me a favor.
Yes, Inspector.
I have to take these two back to the headquarters. See, but that woman, she makes me nervous. She drives like a maniac. Besides, I've never driven a car like this.
I drive all kinds.
You drive this car with the woman, I'll take the young girl and follow your car.
If you wish. I have an appointment at the bank. I'm late already.
This is a priority, Fangio.
Very well. I just get my briefcase.
Driving my own car to your police station.
Stupendo, eh?
Darling, don't argue with him.
We'll just call the American consul, that's all.
Consul? I'll call the ambassador.
If the Senora will permit.
Go straight to the police headquarters. I shall be directly behind you. If we become separated, wait for me. I shall want you to sign a short statement.
But the bank.
Telephone, say you will be late. Di miseria.
So, stupendo, eh?
I beg your pardon?
Safe to tell me, Senora. What is in those boxes?
Apples.
Look.
Signor Falcio. Good afternoon, Sergeante. This is the Signora Hudson.
Oh, my pleasure, Signora. Won't you sit down?
I never sit in police stations.
The Signora is here to wait for Inspector Brunelli. He is on his way. Unfortunately, I cannot wait for him, so when he arrives, you will tell him that I've gone to keep my appointment. The Inspector has my car, so I will borrow the Signora's. I will return it, my dear lady, as soon as possible. Adieu.
But the Signorina, it's a two-seater.
I don't intend to ride on the inspector's lap.
Brunelli, you drive.
I need a seat, sir.
Will these do?
Batisto! Batisto!
Under here, Signore Faggio.
Are you busy?
A little.
I have a rush job for you.
The boy, he's out. You can see I'm all alone.
No. You can charge double. The touristi. Women. But you have to do me a favor.
Faggio, what kind of favor?
Ispettore Brunelli borrowed my car. For he's on a very important case, and I do not want to disturb him. But these boxes have to be delivered tonight. Lend me a truck.
Faggio, suppose I get a job or something. I need a truck.
No, listen. I pay for the truck. And when I buy a new car, I buy it through you.
All right. How long do you want to use it?
Oh, I'll bring it back before you close tonight. And if I don't, you can charge me double for every hour I keep it, good?
All right.
Now, help me with the boxes.
What's inside the boxes?
Apples. Scusi.
Hello?
Adriana.
Where are you?
Yes, I know I am late.
I'm all packed and ready to go.
So you are packed, but are you dressed?
Well?
Well, get dressed. It may surprise you to learn you have to be when you're traveling. Now shut up and listen. You cannot travel on a boat walking around in your chemise, don't you understand? You have to be dressed like a lady. I will be dressed in pants, and both of us will be walking down the promenade together, hand in hand. Now we gotta look like two idiots. You in a chemise and I in pants, eh?
Would you like to have a cup of coffee?
No, thank you.
Maybe a glass of water?
No, thank you.
Would you please sit down?
I prefer to stand. Darling.
Are you all right?
Where is Faggio? I do not see the Signora's car outside.
Gone, Inspector.
Gone?
To keep an appointment.
With the evidence? Fool!
What's wrong, Brunelli?
Faggio. This cretino let him drive off with the boxes. Wait till he comes back. I'm gonna tell that attorney something. I don't care if he is the Count's lawyer. Commissaire, with your permission, Signora. Commissaire, I cannot question the Americans without the evidence. Tell them to stay.
Me?
She sat in your lap, no?
They will not like it, but... all right.
Mille grazie.
How well do you know this, Faggio?
He will return the car. Don't worry about that.
Well... Well?
Nothing.
The car?
Vanished.
His apartment?
Sold.
Inspector, I think we had better send out a general alarm for our friend Faggio and the station wagon.
Are we expected to spend the night here?
Be patient, Signora.
Patient? Joe, may I have your passport? Maybe these will be a guarantee that we won't try to leave your silly little town. Now, I need a bath, a hot bath, so if you'll please show me where my car is.
Ah, yes. Yeah, your car. Commissaire.
Don't look at me.
Well?
I'm sorry, Signora, but for the moment, I can't release your car.
Can't?
It's the apples.
What apples?
You have my permission to unpack them. Only I insist that you repack them properly. Apples bruise very easily, you know.
See.
Madame, may I escort you to the hotel? I know the manager very well, and I'm sure he has accommodation for you now.
Joe, next time we must arrange to get arrested in Paris. Well, if I can't have my car, you won't be needing these. You can see that.
Stupendo, eh?
All right, all the way down. Lira. Put the box on the train.
One moment, please. May I borrow your marking pencil?
Put the box on the train.
Faggio. Brilliant.
Mademoiselle, won't you join me?
Avec plaisir.
Where you found it? Where?
In his garage.
And Faggio.
That mascalzone. I would like to wring his neck.
No.
In my trunk.
Shut up.
And the crates.
5 minutes, I would like to have that lawyer.
Gone.
But in my trunk.
Shut up! We will find your truck. But that crook. Now, you wait here. Commissaire, I am in trouble.
Interpol?
Everybody, even the American consul called me.
Well, at least it wasn't the ambassador.
Commissaire, please, no jokes. I'm lucky if I'm on the police force next week.
Well, what you going to do about the car?
Release it. Batista, bring the car.
Good morning. Oh, I see you brought my car. But where are the apples?
Apples?
Yes, I promised Herr Raven I'd ship them for him. I couldn't possibly go without them.
Commissaire?
The apples are in temporary custody, Mrs. Hudson. The inspector will see that they are delivered later.
You're sure they won't be bruised?
On my word of honor.
Good morning.
Darling, now that the car's here, we're all set to go. Why don't you have a cup of coffee while I go pay the bill?
Come on. I will take you to the garage.
But what about my truck?
Shut up. We will find your truck. Somewhere abandoned.
We'll be coming through Paris on our way home. Will you be there?
Naturally. Coffee, please.
Where does one reach you?
The prefecture of police.
Oh. You never did say why you weren't married.
Didn't I?
No. You said because, and then in came Benelli.
And you ran.
I'm scared.
Because I was a cop.
Yes.
And you don't like cops.
Well,
Yes?
French cop.
Oh, I see.
Well, why aren't you married?
When you're in Paris, I'd like you to meet Marie.
Marie.
You like her.
I doubt it. Who is she?
A very great friend of mine.
Is that so?
8 years.
That great a friend?
I have no greater.
Well, they certainly are different.
Who?
French cops.
Why, the cops in America don't have that kind of friend.
Not for 8 years.
Why, they made so different?
No. The women.
Well, the bill's all paid. Joe, why are you looking so depressed? I really think she's disappointed. Joe was sure that Herr Raven and Mr. Miller were villains. But I'm a much better judge of people. I could tell from the first there was no harm in them. No harm at all.
Shall we go?
Yes. Well, it's been charming meeting you, Monsieur Steret. I hope we meet again in Paris.
Marie and I will be delighted to see you.
Marie?
Au revoir, chérie.
Goodbye.
Who's Marie?
A friend of Antoine's.
Not his wife?
No. Isn't that lucky?
Lucky?
It isn't illegal to smuggle an unmarried man out of France, is it?
Pierrot, listen to this. Early this morning, the bodies of a man and a woman packed into 2 wooden boxes were discovered in the freight depot at Naples. The bodies were revealed when the boxes fell during unloading. Examination by the authorities showed the man's body to have suffered a severe knife wound. The woman appears to have been strangled. No trace can be found of the addressee, Signor El Siniscallo, but the sender is a certain Count Dalla Rosa. Until recently, the owner of a historic castle in Alla Rosa. The Count, questioned this morning by the police, has denied all knowledge of the boxes. The inquiry continues. See who it is.